KSLSA, the Karnataka State Legal Services Authority, had organized a Lok Adalat National Lok Adalat on 14/9/2024 by constituting the benches at High Court at Bengaluru, Dharwad bench and Kalburgi bench, and the District Legal Services Authorities and Taluka Legal Services Committees across the state. The details of the benches which have been constituted at Bangalore bench were 5. Dharwad there were 2 and Kalburgi there were 2. Lok Adalat benches which were constituted at districts and talukas were around 999. In total there were 1008 benches which were constituted, and the disposal of the cases at the principal bench Bangalore were 231, and cases disposed of at Dharwad bench were 225, and cases disposed of at Kalburgi were 225. The districts and taluka courts, the pending cases disposed of were 1,99,302, and there is a total pre-litigation cases disposed of to the extent of 33,84,347. The total disposal at High Court benches and the District Court and Taluka courts was 35,84,430. I must extend my heartfelt thanks to Honorable Mr. Justice N.V. Anjaria, the Honorable the Chief Justice of High Court of Karnataka and the Patron-in-Chief of the Karnataka State Legal Services Authority, Bengaluru, and my esteemed brother Justice Srinivas Harish Kumar, the Judge of the High Court of Karnataka and the Chairman of the High Court Legal Services Committee, Bengaluru, and to all my brother and sister judges of the High Court of Karnataka sitting at Bengaluru bench, Dharwad and Kalburgi bench, the Registrar General of the High Court of Karnataka and other registrars and staff of the High Court of Karnataka, the Member Secretary and officers and staff of the Karnataka State Legal Services Authority and High Court Legal Services Committee, the Chairperson and Member Secretaries of the District Legal Services Authority and Taluka Legal Services Committee, the Judicial Officers and the staff of the District Judiciary, the Chief Secretary, Government of Karnataka and the Principal Secretaries of all government departments and other officers, Shri K. Shashikiran Shetty, Advocate Learned Advocate General, Government of Karnataka, Bengaluru, Shri Shanti Bhushan, Deputy Solicitor General of India, President and Office Bearers of the State Bar Council, President and Office Bearers of the Bengaluru Advocates Association, President and Office Bearers of all districts and Taluka Advocates Association in the state and the entire Advocate Fraternity in the state of Karnataka, Managing Directors of the Karnataka Neeravari Nigam, Krishna Bhagya Jala Nigam, Kaveri Neeravari Nigam Limited, claimants, insurance company officers, bank officers, police officers and litigant publics. A special thanks to the print and electronic media friends for giving wide publicity about Lok Adalat, the Additional Solicitor General of India. The highlights of the National Lok Adalat insofar as which was held on 14/9/2024 are concerned, there were around 1,669 matrimonial cases were settled, which included petitions which were filed under Section 125 of the CRPC and Domestic Violence Act. Then there were reunion cases to the extent of 248 couples were reunited due to conciliation in the National Lok Adalat. There were around 2,696 partition suits were settled. Motor vehicle cases to the extent of 2,621 were disposed of in the National Lok Adalat. The compensation amount awarded was around 191 crores. The Negotiable Instrument Act cases to the extent of 8,517 NI Act cases were disposed of. The LIC execution cases to the extent of 389 were disposed of. The total settlement was 196 crores. The motor vehicle accidents execution cases to the extent of 623, wherein total settlement of rupees 48 crores took place. The other execution cases to the extent of 2,598 cases were settled. Total settlement amount was rupees 108 crores. Consumer cases were 73 cases were disposed of. total amount which was involved was rupees 3 crores and 24 lakhs. I just wanted to inform you that the Karnataka State Legal Services Authority, today its letter dated 9/8/24, had requested the Chief Secretary Government of Karnataka to extend the benefit of Section 103 and 105 of the Karnataka Municipalities Act in giving rebate for payment of property tax for the purpose of Lok Adalat. Upon such request, the government has extended the benefit of Section 105 of the Karnataka Municipalities Act for the purpose of Lok Adalat. In view of such extension of benefit, totally 5,95,892 cases taxpayers benefited and an amount of 653 crores was generated as revenue to state exchequer. The success story of the National Lok Adalat was, this is very important, in Bangalore Urban District, a check bounce case in CC number this on the file of the small causes court was settled for rupees 20 crores. Similarly, in one of the motor vehicle accident case is concerned, it was settled for 3 crores and 75 lakhs. Similarly, one of the oldest cases, which was 26 years old, was settled on the file of the Additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate. Interestingly, the statistics with regard to the cases which were 5 years and above, around 1022 cases were disposed of at the National Lok Adalat. The cases which were 10 years and above, around 277 cases were settled. Similarly, 15 years and above, about 144 cases were settled. In total, all cases which were 5 years and above were around 1,443 were settled. 1,365 cases, the senior citizens have amicably settled their disputes and benefited in this National Lok Adalat. I have only one request to all my friends from the media. It is necessary to popularize the National Lok Adalat movement for the greater benefit of the litigant public. If the print and electronic media gives the wide coverage to the National Lok Adalat movement, more number of litigant public will surely be benefited. Now, the coming National Lok Adalat would be on 14/12/2024. In this regard, the KLSA has directed all the chairpersons and member secretaries of the DLSAs in the state to organize National Lok Adalat on 14/12/2024 throughout the state on that day on all subject matters. And once again, I really request the print and electronic media friends to give wide publicity to the general public to get settled all their pending as well as pre-litigation cases in the upcoming National Lok Adalat scheduled on 14/12/2024. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.